Thoughts on tomato soup? Am I like a pilgrim or something? What is this, like 1940s, like Great Depression breadline shit, bro? On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you enjoy the idea of communism? Communism as a concept isn't terrible, right? It is a decent idea, but it can never be executed. It won't be executed, right? Because it doesn't matter how much a party says, hey, like we're gonna really be righteous and we're gonna do everything right. It just won't work. So therefore, like, communism isn't possible. As an idea, it's great, but it's just not feasible. Us being a classless society is a great idea, but the people at the top are always going to make it a class society. But even in like the Soviet Union, which is like the longest running form of or whatever, one of the most successful forms of communism we've seen, it was still a class-based society. Classes were really small though, right? Well, like the poor class was like the majority, like 90%, and then you have like 10% elites. So that's no better than low, middle, and high class, or whatever, like how we have now. Even though the middle class is shrinking due to the high class, because once again, you give any group of people any amount of power, they are going to abuse it, most likely. Will you sell Llama Rider butt plugs? Actually, you know what? Let me hit up my manufacturers. Let's get that shit in the way. Hell no, I'm not doing a Mario Kart 8 stream, bro. I bought a Switch 2. What do you mean, so people can play? Buy a f***ing Switch 2. Unless you're a teenager. If you're an adult, there's no reason not to buy a Switch 2. Blah, 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 the price. Like, it's not that bad. Now, Mario Kart World is not priced correctly. But, like, the Switch 2 is not that bad. It's as much as a f***ing Xbox. It's not that bad, bro. It could be cheaper, but it's got more expensive hardware in it than the Switch 1 does. And nobody complained about the $300 price tag on a Switch 1. The Switch 2 has way better technology in it. Why would it not cost more? Right? In a world full of inflation, and I understand that, like, oh, companies are the problem. They are. But, like, still, like, they still gotta competitively price the fucking thing. They gotta make some money on it, right? I mean, like, they can't just be losing money on every single fucking Switch 2 they sell. Or they could, and then they would have to bank on hardware sales, and then fucking Mario Kart would cost $120. So it's just the way business works. It's very unfortunate, but it's just the way business works. What's stopping me, okay, and this is a serious topic, what's stopping me from meeting up with Facebook sellers and just taking their shit? What's stopping me from doing it, right? I'm gonna be eating your used wedding dress later regardless. Right? Your used wedding dress is gonna end up cut up and put into some fucking pot of water regardless. What the fuck, what are you gonna do, right? I want your dead marriage skin cells in my mouth. Okay, I'm just gonna jug you for it. I'm not gonna pay $2,000 for your used wedding dress. I'm just gonna take it and eat it. Would I ever try black tar heroin on stream? I don't think I'm gonna be doing black tar heroin. I think I'll stay away from black tar heroin. Thanks, though. You know what I mean? Do you have any? Asking for a friend, of course. I would never do black tar heroin. I don't like black tar heroin. I would never do... I have no black tar heroin in my house. Fucking hate black tar heroin. Was Helen Keller real? Hell nah. Helen Keller has got to be the most bullshit thing ever. Like, come on, bruh. She was blind and deaf, but the bitch flew a plane? Are you shitting me? That's got to be the most Jewish shit they've ever made up, bro. Who the fuck crafted that idea that a blind fucking... Dude, that's how you can tell these world powers think we're fucking retarded. And half of society believes that Helen Keller was blind and fucking deaf and all these other conditions. She was probably, she's autistic too. They believe that she could fly a plane while being blind and deaf. Are you shitting me? That's got to be the most Jewish shit they've ever made up. Will I ever take a honey packet? What do you want me to say, right? You want me to say I currently took a honey packet, my dick's hard as a rock down here? Do you want me to tell you that I'm streaming to all of you with a rock-hard dick? Is that what you want? Is that what you want out of me? You want me to start talking about my rock-hard dick? You guys need to grow the fuck up! I'm not talking about my rock-hard dick while I'm playing a children's game. You're sick! Yes, I did take a honey pack before this. I got a little bit of aggressiveness in me. You know what I mean? I could fuck a gorilla right now. 100 men, fuck the 100 men. One man, me. I'll fuck the gorilla. Some idiot said the fell-off is crazy. What? What are you talking about, bro? What am I gonna do? Am I gonna stay on top of this peak of retards posting me on Twitter claiming I'm like some political messiah? What do you want me to do? You want me to, like, maintain that, dude? They want me to talk about Israel. How am I supposed to maintain that? I don't want to talk about Israel. I don't care. You know what I mean? It was a joke for one video. Like, thoughts on John F. Kennedy. It seemed that he was shaping up to be a great president before a certain group of individuals took him out. And then, you know, 50 years later or so, you know, they decided that the towers had to go down. Who's doing the tongue punching of your grandma's fart box? Who would win in an old up twerk off, MLK Jr. or Abraham Lincoln? See, now, black people have a certain advantage when it comes to booty size, okay? So, naturally, you'd have to pick Martin Luther King Jr., right? They naturally just have bigger butts. And we're talking about a man from the 1860s. You know, back then, men were like, put in pocket, you know, pocket pussy size, I guess is what you could say. Like, you could put them in your pocket and you could rail them later. So, it's not really a fair comparison. Martin Luther King Jr. would definitely win in a twerk-off. No debate. No debate on that. Dude, he's getting out, as soon as the whatever, court ruling is final, Diddy's getting out fucking soon. Okay? Because he has all this time served. He's getting out soon, bro. As soon as they get him in that courtroom, they're gonna say, alright, we sentence you to 3 years, and his lawyers are gonna be like, he's been in jail for fucking 2.5. We may as well just let him out. They're gonna let his dumb ass out, man. Diddy gonna be out soon. Not his dumb ass, his highness. His royalness. What's going on, guys? Lumberwriter here. This is a clip taken from my most recent stream. I thought it was relevant because of the thumbnail and just the nature of the video. It is my take on the Epstein list disappearing. New mic, by the way. Tell me how it sounds. But here it is. Come on, Llama. I know you had something to do with the Epstein list just disappearing. It didn't disappear. They're just simply not revealing it. That Kash Patel is a fucking fraud. He talked this big game about how we're going to do all this, and then he becomes FBI director, and the Jews got to him. They bought him out, and now he is not doing his service to the American public. He's a fucking lying piece of shit. That's what he is. We're claiming that there is no Epstein list, despite there being countless people that have come out and stated that a Epstein list is a fucking thing. That Kash Patel is a fucking sellout piece of shit. He is an enemy to the state. We're protecting pedophiles because of a stupid fucking idiot that has promised to release shit that has not been fucking released and has now been officially forever covered up. Because of his reluctance to expose pedophiles that are giving him insane amounts of money. He's a worthless piece of shit. You know what doesn't get you on a list? Apparently going to Epstein's Island, because apparently that's all fake. Nothing ever happened at Epstein's Island because of that stupid, worthless fucker, Kash Patel. FBI director my ass. He's directing the fucking Jews' dominance of the fucking world. That's what he's doing. Worthless piece of shit he is. Thoughts on inflation? I love inflation. Wait, hold on. This could go two ways. So I'm talking about fat men getting real gassy and fucking burping and shit, and their stomachs getting huge. That's what I'm into. We're talking about, like, government inflation. Once again, I am no political guy, right? I mean, I made the stupid-ass Mario Kart videos, but other than that, well, realistically, thoughts on inflation, it's all kind of fake, right? Because when inflation happens, what goes up? Well, it's not fake, okay, but most of the time when inflation happens, cost of living goes up, yeah. But also, you know what goes up? Wages, right? I mean, like 5 years ago in 2020, we were making like $9 an hour. Now it's like standard to make like $15 an hour at like every place. And this is in Ohio, where cost of living is relatively low compared to the rest of the country. In Ohio, you're making like at least $15 an hour regardless. So, yeah, prices have doubled, but wages have damn near doubled. And this isn't an argument. I'm not saying that fuck, man. I'm not saying that like inflation's okay, because it's definitely not. But it's overblown sometimes, right? It's fear-mongering. A lot of it's fear-mongering. It's not good, like, right? I wish we weren't fucking inflating. But, I mean, shit. In 2020, I was making $8 an hour. Okay? This year, I was making, like, $25 an hour. And that's not to brag. That was just a normal-ass job I was working. Like, that's not even a special job. I didn't have to go to college for that. That was just a regular-ass job. Stuck with Jeffrey Dahmer or Epstein? Epstein's a powerful man. Jeffrey Dahmer isn't really powerful. I mean, yeah, like, he's scary or whatever the fuck, but realistically, I mean, if you had to fight one of them, I mean, stuck in a room, still probably Jeffrey Dahmer. Jeffrey Dahmer looks a little bit sped, you know? He doesn't seem like he'd be that strong. Jeffrey Epstein, like, probably worked out and shit. He was probably tough. Yeah, I'd probably rather fight Jeffrey Dahmer. Thoughts on urethral sounding, bro? Dude, I've already talked about this. I love sticking hamsters up my ass. No, I've been put on to the fact that I was lying, okay? I didn't actually know what sounding was. I thought I did. Sounding is when you stick a metal rod up your urethra. I thought it was the act of tunneling. I was confusing the two. And, personally, I think I'd rather tunnel, right? The urethra isn't meant to stretch. The butthole is meant to stretch. I know nobody asked me my opinion on whether or not I would tunnel or, fucking the other one you just said. I forgot. Tunnel or fucking sounding. I know nobody asked me my opinion on that, but I'm gonna give it regardless because I don't care. What are you gonna do about it, right? I'm the guy you're sitting here and watching, right? I'm the guy that you were waiting on me patiently, okay? And you probably had some fucking lotion and some tissues. You've been waiting the bust all night, okay? And Daddy's here finally. So this is your chance, okay? If you got to get one out, go and get it out now. If I come to Montana, I'm gonna kidnap you and make you my good boy. If you ever make your own jokes, the world's gonna open up for you, bro. The world's gonna open up for you, right? But, you know, if I come to Montana, you ain't gonna do shit, boy. Okay, and I tell you that right now. I imagine Montana, it's a Republican state, so I can probably bring my my weapon there. So, I'll have that on me if I ever go to Montana. I'll go and let you know I'm coming, too. I'll let you know my exact location. Well, there's only, like, 4 places to go in Montana, so just check one of 4 places. I'll be there. What's going on, Llama Riders? I'm sorry to cut in here, but I got a couple of things I'd like to plug. You can become a channel member now. This is a great way to support the channel, and it's greatly appreciated, and you get great perks now. You get early access to videos. You get to join a Discord, which that Discord's popping. I quite like that Discord. I'm in there a lot. We also have a Minecraft server that is part of the Discord. We'll just put them together. You have to join the Discord to get in there, whatever. But we have a Minecraft server now, and I'll be playing on that. You can also request a cameo. It's LlamaRider37. If you want me to roast a friend or somebody happy birthday, I'm perfect for that. You gotta ask for the YouTube voice, though, if you want the YouTube voice. Alright, thank you, guys. Better crank one out for you, Rigby. Fuck all that Rigby shit, okay? I've began taking testosterone to improve my voice, so I will no longer sound like Rigby in about 6 to 8 weeks, okay? Now, I was confused when I went to the office. I said, I want testosterone, and they handed me a bottle that said estrogen and giggled and said, whoops, we put it in the wrong bottle. It's still testosterone, don't worry. I believe them because it's my doctors, okay? And doctors would never be swayed by the Jews to do something nefarious, would they? They wouldn't be happen to be holding a cure to cancer, would they? They wouldn't be doing that. Hell no. Why would they do that? Right, a $200 billion industry, why would they want to preserve that and hide the cure to cancer? So your grandma can die. Why would they do that? They had no reason to do that. They wouldn't do that. They would never do that. They're not evil. Rigby, do I keep in touch with Benson? Who, the fucking gumball machine? No, I'm not speaking to gumball machines. I'm a civilized man. I talk to sex AI bots on the internet and I get off. Only machines I'm talking to are ones that can crank my willy. No, I don't talk to Benson on the regular, right? We kind of fell out after that whole... What the fuck happened in the last episode of Regular Show? Wasn't it like the end of the universe? Yeah, we fell out after that whole end of the universe shit. Who would you crack? Helen Keller or Rosa Parks? Bro, I'm gonna get my fucking chat banned, bro. Like, I'm gonna get fucking banned, bro. Oh, man, you guys aren't gonna like this answer. No, I can't answer that, right? We're talking about a disabled woman and a hero. Even though it was staged. But, anyways... We're talking about 2 kind of important people. Helen Keller is not important. She did nothing significant. She's a lying ass bitch. But, favorite ancient civilization? The Romans, probably. Or Egypt's really interesting. I'd love to learn more about Egypt. Probably the Romans, right? The Romans or the Greeks. Even though the Greeks aren't as interesting as they seem. Like, right? If you read the Percy Jackson books, you would think the Greek, like, the whole Greek thing is super fucking interesting. And it's not. Because it was like, it was never a formed empire. I mean, Alexander the Great was very interesting, but after that, the Greek Empire turns into a whole lot of, oh, fuck you, like, fuck you, I'm gonna have my own civilization type shit. Like, they never figured it out. The Roman Empire is what the Greek Empire sought to do. I feel like Unc has a small weenie. Why is everybody turning on me today? The fuck did I do? Did you guys finally find the logs? Opinions on period cramps on femboys. Oh, buddy. They're still boys, so there's no period there. And that's part of the advantage of cracking femboys. There's no period. Once again, I mean, I've already talked about this in detail. But, you know, for you simpletons, I must say it again, right? Periods are overhated. How do I feel about... Dude, I gotta ban... Why did I not ban that word? Bro, we cannot be talking about the Third Reich's leader, bro. If I was in a Trojan horse, what would you do with the other soldiers? I would sit there and patiently wait to invade, fucking Troy or whatever it was, man. That's what I would do. What do you want me to do? You want me to say if I was up in the Trojan horse getting all sweaty and sticky with other men that maybe something would happen? You want me to sit here and out myself as some sort of homo? Is that what you want out of me? You want me to say that, yeah, like, I'm cracking everybody in that Trojan horse because I like men? Is that what you want out of me? Would I vote for, the Big H man? Oh, it's a tough question, right? It depends on, currently, if I knew everything about him, hell nah. Hell nah. He's an evil guy, right? He's an evil guy. Okay, he's a very bad guy. But if I was an average German man back then, I probably would have got all worked up, bro, because he was really screaming the shit. He was a master of propaganda. Okay, so we cannot blame the German people. They did look past some of the obvious signs, but at first, bro, he seemed like a great candidate to them. He was saying the shit that no other politician would say. Was any of it true? No, not really. But, you know, he was saying the shit that nobody else was saying during that time. I can see why they voted for him. Not that I would vote for him currently with my current knowledge, but, you know, I see why he was in political office. He was a very convincing man. If you listen to some of them speeches, he articulated them well. They were full of bullshit, but they were articulated well. What are you, dude, can we quit with the gay shit? What am I, dude? Am I Yes King? You guys come here to talk to me about fucking boy hole? Do I need to start a poll whether or not we're here to talk about boy hole? Because I'm sure my fans would never. H-Man is better than an average Wiggler. Okay, I don't really like Wigglers, okay? The Mario character, I want to clarify. The Mario character. No, when I say Wiggler, I mean, I'm only talking about fuck! I'm just trying to get out of this tunnel, bro! It's so goddamn hard! I fucking hate Duty Mario! I can't stand this shit, bro! Why'd they put this gay shit in here, man? Fuck! Thoughts on tomato soup with grilled cheese. Bro, where are we going with this joke, right? What do you want me to... Okay, I know you're trying to rage bait me into being like, oh, I'm not this. What are you trying to get me to say? I'm not like you want me to keep doing the pilgrim bit? Like, what do you guys want out of that? What is your end goal with asking me about grilled cheese and fucking tomato sauce? What do you want out of me? Genuinely, like... you want me to be... Oh, I'm not a pilgrim in the fucking Great Depression. What do you want? To be honest with you, I fucking love grilled cheese and tomato sauce, bro. Or soup, sorry. I fucking love that shit. What, are you gonna put me in some, like, fucking poor person clip now? Am I gonna be, like, begging for fucking food on the side of the road? Thoughts on Sonic feet. Yeah, you've said that, like, 5 times, bro. I've been ignoring the fuck out of that. Okay, honest thoughts on Sonic feet. That's some of the funniest shit ever, right? Anything involving Sonic feet is hilarious. I love seeing Sonic feet. Bro, Sonic feet is so funny. I love that picture with Sonic with his big fucking suckable toes out, bro. What amiibo would be the best to stick it up there? Do they make a Sonic one? If so, I think I have an answer. If they were to... Okay, if we were to domesticate fucking Sonics... Say Sonic was a real creature and we domesticated the fuck out of him. Think about it like this. Sonic is pretty small, okay? And if we put him in amiibo form, he would be really fast. Like, he could run back and forth. Imagine sticking him up there and just having him run back and forth really fucking fast. Have we ever thought about that? 82% of you want me to talk about Boyhole. If you must hear me talk about Boyhole, I will begin talking about Boyhole. Let's get $600,000 in donations and I'll start talking about Boyhole. Very achievable goal. Share this with all your friends. Let's get 600,000 USD. No fucking rupees or anything. And I'll start talking about Boyhole exclusively. 600,000 USD. That's doable. Would I rather crack one of the bunnies on screen or Wario? I could crack Wario, get like a video of it, and pretend because Wario's a celebrity, right? So I could get a video of Wario just cracking the dog shit out of me. Then, like, in the video, like, pretend, like, you know, I'll say to Wario, like, oh, we're gonna roleplay or whatever. And then I could just sit there and be like, oh, stop it, don't hurt me anymore. And then I could just take that out of context and claim that Wario, you know, touched me or diddled me or whatever the fuck. And then it's an infinite money glitch. You gotta do that with all celebrities. You gotta entrap them. Also, begin having kids with celebrities. It is a beautiful infinite money glitch. Unless it's Future. No, Future will have kids with you. And then he'll intentionally, like, you know, try to get you pregnant. He'll get you pregnant, he'll have the kid with you. And then he just will never do anything for the child and brag about it. That's what he'll do. So watch out for him. Thoughts on ladyboys. Thoughts on your, fucking sexuality, bro. Indian men or Pakistani men? I'm picking between, like, two sides of Twitter that I don't want to fuck with, bro. Realistically, Indian men, because they're our allies. As unfortunate as that is, but we do need a counter to China. And now we need a counter to Pakistan, because theoretically, we are ideological enemies. So we do need a counter to Pakistan and China now. So I would go with the Indian men. I don't know, it's pretty stanky, though. Do you really want stanky dick in your mouth? Easy question for a lot of you. The answer would be yes for a lot of you, because I just know my fans very well.